Baby, just come on in. Yeah. 'Cause every time I'm with you, I go into a zone. And I remember all the places you wanna go. Take me all the way. Ain't nobody gonna touch it, touch it, touch it.
Hey you little beans, it's me again, back with another video. I'm so sorry that this video came far too late. I've been busy with school, exams, and preparing for college, so I didn't really have the time to write and edit a one long hour video. As you can see or hear, this is a little voice reveal. Please don't judge because I hate my voice too. But anyways, I want to personally thank you all so much for 10k subscribers. I did not expect this channel to grow in such a short time. Just know that I'm very grateful for all the support you've given me and for being patient and waiting for this one to come out. Because seriously, I can't even do Valentine's special because of it. Other than that, I want to say that I love Bo, Egg, and Lamaguchi. Because for some reason they dedicated a lot of stuff to me and I'd feel bad if I don't do anything in return. So yeah, I love you guys, no homo. Oh, and we finally have a chaotic Discord server. Link will be in the description, so make sure to join. Before we get into the video, keep in mind English isn't my first language, so there will be shit ton of mistakes. The plot thickens and some things won't make sense, but questions will be answered once this series ends. That's it from me. Without further ado, enjoy the video.
For the next few days, Oikawa would go home from practice early, saying he had stuff to do. The whole team began to wonder what was up with him, considering he would never stop practicing, even if someone forces him to. Coach Irihata just allowed the brunette to leave, as long as he still comes by often. Once, Yahuba asks if there's anything wrong, but Oikawa only said, just something annoying, don't worry about it. However, Matsuko knew better. The sight that happened back then was imprinted well in his mind. Did Oikawa and Ashijima came to an agreement, some kind of deal? He knew Oikawa would rather die than having anything to do with the Shiratori's Oasis. Matsun didn't realize he had zoned out when Maki tapped his shoulder from behind, startling the messy-haired male. Yo, what are you doing just standing there? Matsun looked down, noticing that he was indeed standing idly with the volleyball in hand, gaze locked towards the door where Oikawa had exited the gym. Oh, it's nothing. I think everyone should apologize. What? I mean, I already told him that I'm sorry. You did? Well yeah, I realized what we did was wrong. If you think about it, how we treated him, and how people like Sugawara, Akashi, and Atsumu treated him, it's different. Is it different? They treated Oikawa like usual. How is it any different? I know what you're thinking, Matsun. Believe me, I thought that as well. But do you really think friends would do that to each other? At this point, the gears in his brain began to turn and he could almost hear his thoughts racing around his conscience. Well, friends joke around with each other, don't they? Ugh, this isn't working. Maki mumbled to himself before an idea popped into his head. Matsun, yeah, insult me. What? Treat me like how we treated Oikawa. Wait, why? Just do it. Okay. Well, I'll treat him like how you treat Oikawa. Your hair is ridiculous. And, your serves suck. Keep going. Be glad you're a team member, not a captain, because you can't even act like one. He trailed off, unable to spit the words out of his mouth. I can't do it. Why can't you? Because it's you, and I don't exactly want to hurt your feelings. Exactly. So why does Oikawa have to be different? That's because of his ego. Don't give me that bullshit, Matsuko. Can't you see? Whether it's me or him, words like that would still hurt. He has feelings too. That's true. Why does it have to be any different? But still, bringing each other down is not what friends do, Matsun. Put yourself in his shoes and open your fucking eyes. Matsuko looked at the ground, face pale, his eyes sharpened, and no words could explain how many emotions were running through them. It felt like he finally noticed the glass cage that was trapping him, and it was suffocating. So he tried punching through it, Crack. The glass began to crack. It was a tiny one, but as he gently tapped on it one last time, the cage around him shattered to pieces. Returning back to reality, his breathing gradually became heavier, and his head pounded, but the pain was enough to weaken his knees. When Maki saw Matson sway, he immediately rushed in to support him, and held his shoulders firmly. Kindaichi noticed what was going on, and frowned in concern. The others followed suit. Hanamaki-san, is he okay? He's fine. Iwaizumi, I'm taking him to the bench. Yeah, don't forget to give him water. Hanamaki led his boyfriend to the sideline, slowly settling him down, and handed Matson his water bottle. The latter took a few gulps, letting out a heavy sigh. Soon, Maki kneeled in front of him. You okay now? Yeah. So do you finally understand? Yeah. With their minds cleared, one question remained. Why did it take so long for them to realize? In the other world, what even is this GC anymore? Noah bro, Tanaka bro, stop that morons, you're gonna scare the others. Actually never mind. Good afternoon everyone, how are you so energetic at this hour? How do you always sound like you have the most terrible day of your life, Saki? Well said man, hello. Hi everyone, I should put this GC on mute. Agreed. Did you see that? Matson. Oh yeah, they're finally on the same page. Hanamaki-san, Matsukoa-san, please that was months ago, you'll shut up and listen. Someone called Noya-san short today. Someone did what? Why are you the one being offended? Yaku, shut the fuck up. You wouldn't understand the pain. Kenma is online. Yeah. Kenma is offline. Bahaha Kenma going online just to say that. He's playing games beside me, and reading the chat's okay, but why are you so offended? Is it wrong? Lev, you've chosen death. Lev's kneecaps go BRR. Wait no I'm kidding. Okay but his legs are so long. They actually scare me. Tall beanpole. Leg haber JSNRJR what? Maki sent an attachment. Cursed. Jail. Cancelled. What did I just witness? What is that? How to unsee? Hahaha I can totally see it. Hey first of all, what is that picture? Second, it's not my fault that I'm tall. Yes, blame his birth mother. And here we have Sakusa casually dragging down Mrs. Haber. Why am I being attacked? Then stop calling the short is short. Idiot, you did it just now. Kiru-san. Oh fuck joke that was a mistake. Kenmadon. Kiru is offline. Kiru getting jumped. Rest in peace bro. You will be missed. Anyways, you better have beaten their ass Noya, or I swear, he couldn't possibly have done that. We don't want him getting suspended again. Actually, it was in gym class and the guy had it coming. So his classmates said that it was totally an accident, that his butt was bruised. Oh wow, Noya nice kill. Sugano, although this conversation has been interesting, there's something that I've been wondering. What is it? Where's Oikawa-san? Huh, he hasn't shown up for almost a week now. 6 days exactly. Wokajima-kun, you counted. Shut up I didn't. Iwaizumi also hasn't been showing up as often. Maybe they're busy. Atsumu is online. Hey, oh god he's here. Yes, God blessed you with my presence. Got shit to say to my face oh me. Bastage. Could your entrance be any less rude? Atsumu. Yeah mom. Yeah didn't think so. Please why are they so similar Junagent? Who exactly? Atsumu and Oikawa literally act the same. Whenever they're irritated or something. Why am I being compared to him out of all people? Maybe because you're both cocky assholes. But we are different. Yeah. The only difference is you whine more. I do not. I have to agree with Osamu. What? Kita-san. Hashtag betrayed. Hashtag top 10 anime betrayal. Fuck you guys.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Whatever, I'm leaving. You're wasting my precious time. Come back Tsumu. Yeah, we are talking about where Oikawa has gone to. Why would I care about that? Wow, harsh. Besides, he's Oikawa. He'll be fine. Is that a compliment? From you, Atsumu, for Oikawa, shut your trap, or, he's shy. Guys, let's stop playing around and actually tag him. Oh right, at Oikawa. Oikawa is online.
Yahoo!
What's this? Great king. Oikawa. Damn man. We were worried about you. Where have you been? Are you doing okay? Okay, slow down. First, I'm fine, thanks for asking. Second, I didn't feel like coming to the group chat, that's all. But I saw the pings, and figured you guys needed me for something. Well yeah, we need you, and the chaos you'd usually bring, especially when it comes to bickering with Atsumu. Hey, and we're actually worried, so we wanted to check up on you. MHM, you'd usually come online daily and immediately rant about your day. I guess I didn't want to annoy you by always doing that. PFFT what agents? AJDNSJ, is this even Oikawa? The same cocky Oikawa. You could care less if you'd bother us. Yeah, and we're all pretty chill. Don't stress yourself about it. Actually, it's good you're not acting like these loud people. Sooner. What? I need my sleep. Anyways, Oikawa, don't know what's gotten into you, but we'll be here for you anytime. Not me. Sooner. Again. I need my sleep, or you guys care. Thanks anyway, I really appreciate it. Gotta go. A few minutes until ice cream date with Iwa-chan. Have fun. Thanks. Oikawa is offline. That's sus. Very sus. Sus as hell. Oikawa saying thank you, not just once, 3 times. Isn't it normal to say that? Oikawa isn't normal. Yeah, he's quite childish, but he was being considerate and mature. Is he possessed? No bro, don't scare us like that. He can't be possessed, we'd know, unless, you know what, I'm just gonna, at Iwaizumi, at Iwaizumi, at Iwaizumi. Iwaizumi is online. What? Well, you see, Oikawa is acting strange. I know. Why didn't you tell us anything? I thought the rest of the team would tell you guys by now. I was busy studying for tests. Hey now, I didn't pay attention to his every move. Okay, I thought it was just one of his bad days, you know. I mean, he was acting strange on our coffee date, hangout, but I didn't think too much about it. Are y'all seriously finding Oikawa acting mature as weird? Yes, MHM, absolutely. Well, Captain has always been pretty confident, so it's weird seeing him like that. It's creepy. Mad dog texting. The world is truly ending. Shut up, guys please. Anyways, Oikawa-san is being really strange, but he seems happier, if you get me. Oh yeah, I noticed it too, and Oikawa seems nicer. Agreed, especially since him and Atsumu are both condescending people. Yes Tsumu, you should learn from him. Leave me alone Omi. As much as I find this conversation interesting, I have to go meet Oikawa. Right, stay safe, have fun on your little date. Ugh whatever, talk to you guys later. Iwaizumi is offline. He's just a friend, he said. I don't like him, he said. Please not, you're attacking Iwaizumi for the stuff you said months ago. Did they lie though? Bahash what dubjis. In the other world, it was after school. Practice had ended, and minutes have passed after Kandaichi left the school gate. For once, Kunimi isn't with him because his parents picked him up so they can visit his grandparents' house. The air around him felt chilly against his skin, definitely because he was still a bit sweaty after practice. He kicked the pebbles under his feet in boredom. Without Kunimi, these walks felt lonely, especially since they are always stuck to each other like glue. Fortunately, he soon arrived at the bus stop and waited for one to come by so he can plop himself onto his comfortable bed until he spotted something across the road. A familiar brown strands of hair and 2 other tall figures. The striking red hair was mainly the one that caught his attention. Kandaichi squinted his eyes, making sure he wasn't seeing things. Is that Oikawa-san with Ashijima-san and Tendao-san? At that moment, Oikawa was yelling at Ashijima, pointing an accusing finger at him, while the latter responds calmly. Meanwhile, Tendao tries to cool down the annoyed Oikawa, who in turn huffed as he crossed his arms. It looks like they're getting along surprisingly well. Oikawa-san hates their guts. Why would he? He felt frozen in place, his fists clenching subconsciously as they shook. Kandaichi's eyes widened, looking at the scene with parted lips. Oikawa was smirking deviously at Ashijima, while his arm rests on Tendao's shoulder. They were talking, like how friends would. Then the sight was hidden by a bus stopping in front of him. Inhaling a deep breath, he got on, and looked at the 3 again. They were greeting another group of volleyball team that just arrived and exchanged handshakes. Glancing at his captain one last time, the bus started to drive, and their figures disappeared like dust as he left them behind. Volleyball pose. Kindaichi is online. We have a problem.
Oya. Oya oya. Oya oya oya.
And you texted the main group chat for what? Oh, this isn't the team's GC. Sorry, excuse me. Nope. You started it. You're gonna end it. What's up? Kindaichi kicked the members of Shiratorizawa. Huh, why'd you kick them? You know how Oikawa-san has been acting. Strange. Not strange. He has a valid reason to be angry at all of you. Akashi SHHH. Well, he's been disappearing after practice a lot and goes home earlier than usual. It's not very like him. When I was at the bus stop, I saw Oikawa-san with Ashijima-san and Tendao-san. They seem like they're getting along. What? Wait, you're saying that Oikawa hangs out with the people he's been hating for God knows how long, at this very moment? Yes, he was annoyed, but seemed very happy. But, he deserves that after being treated like shit. Bro. What bro? They have to know. I guess you're right. You said Oikawa seemed happy. Then why wasn't he happy with you all? Ever thought of that? He was happy with us. If that was the case, Oikawa wouldn't have snapped. Seriously, get your head out of the gutter. He was miserable because you all kept treating him horribly. He's finally happy now that he has found other people that treat him better. Agreed. Stop waiting for him to come back. He won't. He'll just drift away instead. And you're all going to regret for reaching out to him too late. But we didn't do anything. You've hurt him so many times that it was almost normalized. You're in the wrong, and you should apologize. How hard is it to understand that? Actually, it was very hard. But anyways, I've apologized. You did. I'm planning to as well. Matsukoa-san. Too. We were in the wrong, okay? We shouldn't have done that. Done what? We treated him like normal. Normal because we're so fucking used to treating him like crap. He doesn't deserve this. He deserves better. Are you suggesting that we should feed his ego? He was insecure. He acts egotistical because he's insecure. He always works hard for everything he does and envied people like Kajiyama and Natsumu, but he knows he can't do anything about it. So the least he could do is to not beat himself up for not being a volleyball genius. And that's why we never went to nationals. Do you even hear yourself right now? Can you imagine saying that to anyone else? Oikawa acts cocky to protect himself, and who tore down his confidence? Us, not just us, but also everyone who said shit to him. Do you really think this is how we should treat someone? We were cruel to him. No one deserves this, especially someone as hardworking as Oikawa. We never even appreciated him once for being a great captain. He holds the team together and pushed us to be better. He could always bring out the best of us, and we treated him like trash in return. Please, I know you guys can realize this deep down, so just snap out of it and be a decent human being for once. Everyone stared at the screen in front of them, furrowing their eyebrows and blinking as if they were in a daze. After Maki's last message, no one could respond, but the fawn-haired male hoped that the words he and Matson typed are going to work. He could remember the weird sensation when he first realized the mistake they've made. It felt like a rope was strangling him, and he couldn't breathe amidst the glass cage. Hanamaki felt trapped and struggled to break out of it. When he did, everything rammed into him all at once. His behavior, his attitude, his mistakes. But after that, there was no confusion left inside his head. Perhaps this is what the others are feeling right now, until something popped up in the chat. Iwaizumi has gone offline. In the other world, it was sunset right after their little date. They both agreed that Oikawa can stay at Iwaizumi's house for a while because tomorrow is weekend and his parents are on a trip. Well, it was more like the brunette managed to convince his grumpy alternate boyfriend. In the meantime, he was alone in the room because Iwaizumi had to go to the store to buy things they can cook for dinner. Sitting on the sofa, Oikawa stared at the ceiling in deep thought. I've been comfortable and having fun too much that I didn't realize it's almost a week I'm in another universe. Can't say I'm complaining though. On the corner of his eyes, he spotted a picture of Iwaizumi, grinning widely as he held up a medal with his parents by his side. Oikawa's smile widened when he sees another picture of his alternate self and Iwaizumi. but slowly, his smile fell when realization sunk within him. This isn't his place. The Oikawa in that picture isn't him. And deep down, he feared whatever this is won't last. Soon, he won't be able to experience this feeling again. Everything will come and go, just like chances and people. He jolted in surprise when a knock came from the door, and Oikawa frowned as he wondered why the hell Iwaizumi would do that when it's his own house. He stood up, walking towards it, and twisted the knob. After he swung it open, he froze. Someone with long, obnoxious yet soft pink hair stands in front of him, waving at the dumbfounded boy. They weren't necessarily short, just shorter than him. Their skin was pale, almost didn't contrast from the white summer dress they are wearing. He truly thought he's looking at a ghost. Hi Oikawa, do I know you? Wow, harsh. You should. I was the one who brought you here after all. His eyes widened and without thinking, he grabbed their wrist and yanked them inside. You, dragging me when your boyfriend isn't here. Scandalous. Shut the hell up. He released the hold to cross his arms, glaring at the stranger in front of him. Hey, would you look at that? You finally have the guts to look at people in the eye. Don't make it sound like I'm a coward, aren't you? I'm the one who's asking questions here. Okay, shutting up now. Oikawa huffed. Where the heck do I even begin? How did this happen? No. Who are you? I told you, I'm a creator. He rolled his eyes. I know that, dingus. What do you mean by creator? You've hurt me deeply, Oikawa-kun. A creator is, yeah, I know, someone who creates stuff, they said as they waved their hands around, trying to explain. Oikawa deadpanned. And what do you create? Universes. So you're a god. Basically, yeah. I'm not even surprised anymore. Well, if you're the slightest bit interested about it, I'm not the only creator there is. There are a lot of us. Are they less annoying? Yeast. He pinched the bridge of his nose, trying to process this. Okay, what exactly did you do to me and my alternate self? Oh, it's simple actually. I just switched both of your souls. And why did you do that? Well, you needed help, and like the gracious and kind creator I am, I decided to step in and do something about it by switching us. Hey, at least thank me, because you can see how it's like to not have a toxic environment. He lets out a deep sigh. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for that. But what about the other me? Dunno. Haven't checked up on him. Are you serious? Why, you don't know what sort of mean things the others are probably saying to him right now. I have a few ideas, but he's gonna be fine. You're both different, you know. The only similarity I see is probably how you two act cocky when in reality, you often doubt and overwork yourselves, I guess. But still, you shouldn't have done this, and let you continue allowing others to treat you however they please. No can do. Listen, I'm just here to see how things are going and I'll be on my way. Since I can see you're doing well, I'll take my leave. They turned on their heel, about to walk away when Oikawa called out to them, a small desperate yawn in his voice. Wait, yeah, how long will this last? I can't tell. I'll return you both whenever I want to. Then does this mean everything won't stay the same? The creator immediately knew where this conversation was heading, and their expression softened. No. Is there any way you can do too? I don't know how to say it without sounding so fucking selfish. You want to stay? Is it wrong for me to say yes? Nah, well, I guess I have the power to change things up. That ignited the small hope in his chest, but placing two souls in a world where they don't belong for too long is gonna mess up the order of the universe. And with those words, the light slowly dimmed until there was nothing at all. So there really isn't a way. I'm sorry, Oikawa. He inhaled a sharp breath, and a bitter smile slowly appeared on his face. No, it's fine. It was ridiculous for me to ask anyway. My alternate self shouldn't be stuck in that world while I selfishly wish to stay here. Unknown approached Oikawa and patted him on the shoulder. You're a good kid. A brat, but a good kid nonetheless. Thank you. Oikawa frowned in confusion, unsure if he should take it as a compliment or insult. They sent him a smile one last time before walking away, stopping right at the door. If you want, take it from me, it's fine to yearn a little happiness in your life. Everyone deserves it. Make sure you understand the lessons from this experience though. You'll need them. Well, I'm out. I'll see you later. The door went shut behind them, and the room grew quiet as he soon crouched on the ground, burying his face in his knees. That night, Iwaizumi noticed how Oikawa was timid. No, he's been more silent for almost a week now, but this time, he felt like something wrong was on his mind. Knowing him for years, Iwaizumi should know, but it's as if his boyfriend is an entirely different person. Unlike the other days, it was hard to read him. He was sitting on his usual spot where he would always study, while Oikawa hugged his knees on the bed, staring at something so far away. Iwaizumi set down his pen, homework thrown aside as he approached his long-term best friend, but the brunette didn't even notice. He sighed, lying down on the space next to him. "Oh, Ishikawa, are you sleepy?" Huh? Oikawa blinked, snapping out of his thoughts. "What? I asked if you were sleepy, Dumbus. Geez, you really gotta stop with the vulgar names. Iwa. Always Shitakawa this. Crap it Kawa that. When's baby Kawa gonna come?" Iwaizumi almost choked on his saliva. "Baby? Yeah, because I'm your baby." "Says who? Me Iwa-chan." "Shut up, you talk too much." "Wah." Iwaizumi pulled Oikawa by the arm, forcing him to lay down, and immediately trapped his annoying boyfriend in a tight embrace. "Someone's being clingy," Oikawa teased, tapping Iwaizumi's arm that wouldn't move from his stomach. "I'm gonna throw you off the bed." "Nah, you love me too much to do that." "I do." Iwaizumi's abrupt answer caught Oikawa off guard, causing his cheeks to flush a bright red. "Wow, whatever, I'll shut up if I can be the big spoon." "No, please, I wanna hug you too, and smell you, but that's besides the point. Be careful, I might just call you Creeper-Kawa. Doesn't matter as long as I'm the big spoon." "Ugh, fine, you win, but I'm the big spoon next time." Yeah. The first thing he felt was the heavy pounding in his head, and he flinched, trying to open his eyes to spot the sunlight coming through the window. "Morning already, what time is it?" Oikawa groaned, remembering the events that happened last night, and began to regret crying his eyes out. Slowly, he sits up, and the headache worsened a bit as he massaged his own temple. When he looked to the side, he furrowed his eyebrows. Iwaizumi isn't there. That's strange. Usually, he'd forcefully wake him up so early in the morning so they can do some exercises. What's up with this? Oikawa stood up, almost too quickly to his liking, because another wave of headache hits his brain as he staggered forward. He used the wall to support his weight, grunting in annoyance before walking out the room. "Iwa-chan." He groggily called out his name as he walked down the stairs. The lights from the living room was on, but he could already smell the sweet scent of food from where he was standing and heard the incoherent conversations. Are there guests? Oikawa walked in with half-lidded eyes. However, they widened as soon as he saw the sight in front of him. There were Hinata and Nishinoya talking loudly about random things, while Daichi tried to control their hyperactive selves. Kunimi and Kendaichi sat quietly on the sofa, almost dozing off as they tried to fight off the sleepiness. Maki and Matsun sat on the carpet, playing games with each other. In the kitchen, which wasn't far from here, Oikawa spotted Yahiba, Sugawara, and Asahi cooking together. What's going on? Is he still in a dream? Kunimi was the first to see him and waved. Morning, Captain. That caused people's attention to turn towards him. Damn bro, Iwaizumi isn't wrong, you look like a mess. Oh yeah, his eyes are probably puffy as hell right now. He didn't even get the chance to check his appearance in the mirror. What are you all doing here? Oh, Iwaizumi-san texted the group and said you needed some cheering up, so here we are. Wait, does this mean he heard me cry last night? He did. Yeah dude, he told us you were feeling horrible. Are you okay? Did I hear everything I said? Hopefully not. I mean, yes, why wouldn't I be? But you guys really came. Of course we did. You're our friend after all. Oikawa froze. Friend. Yeah, he always liked the sound of that. A wide grin gradually decorated his features, eyes lightening up more than usual. Whatever you say, shorty. Oh, what did you just call me? Before things could escalate, Suga called from the dining room. Breakfast is ready everyone. Oh finally, I'm so hungry. Same. I didn't have the chance to eat dinner last night. Don't be an idiot. You shouldn't miss your meals. Yes sorry. Come on Oikawa-san, Hinata said cheerfully, pulling him by the arm as they follow behind the others to the dining table. With a startled expression, Oikawa allowed himself to be dragged while his gaze scanned the faces of everyone present. Chatter and laughter filled the house, and within the light atmosphere, his eyes landed on a smiling Iwaizumi who was settling down the plates on the table. Oh, you're awake? We made your favorite meal, so you better eat all of them, or I'm gonna roof. Before another threat could be said, Oikawa already ran ahead to hug Iwaizumi tightly. Another set of tears pooling on the edge of his eyes, but they didn't dare to slip out. Thank you. A few seconds passed without a response, until Oikawa felt a harsh flick on his forehead and he stumbled back with the wine, covering the red mark. Ow, what was that for? Thank me by actually telling me. When you're sad next time, the brunette huffed childishly. Whatever, but when Iwa began to glare at him, he yelped. Okay got it. Ahem. Kendaichi coughed loudly. Some of us are actually single here. Get a room. You two are just jealous that the rest are in a perfect relationship. What perfect relationship exactly? Just look at me and Madsen. Yeah, Maki dude, I love you, no homo. I love you too bro, no homo. Iwaizumi facepalmed and Oikawa giggled beside him, enjoying the weird stares that his underclassmen are giving to his friends. He could get used to this. He really could. In the other world, Oikawa sighed loudly, stretching his arms as he felt a warm breeze brush past him. He just got off the train, arriving in the Tokyo train station, dragging his suitcase along. His eyes searched for a certain male with piss-colored hair. Nice choice of hair dye, Maya, he thought sarcastically, and as if on cue, he spotted him among hundreds of people here. Atsumu, Oikawa called, and Atsumu snapped his head to the source. A grin immediately grew on his lips. The brunette walked closer until they finally have their own space to talk. Cole, you made it. Of course I did. It was my plan after all. A few days ago, private messages between Oikawa and Atsumu. I'm gonna regret this. Osumu's gonna beat my ass, then kick back. I guess I could. Perfect, because I have a plan. And what is it? You, me, weekend, Tokyo, if that's your way of asking me out on a date. Unlike you, me and Omi didn't break up. First of all, not a date. Second, we are just gonna hang out platonically, just forget about the rest of them and enjoy our time together. That sounds fun actually, let's do it. Then it's settled. Present time. and that's how they ended up here in the bustling city of Japan. The two then started walking side by side. Yeah, I guess it was. Where are we gonna stay again? My older sister's house. She usually stays there whenever she has work in Tokyo, but she said we can use it for the weekend. Damn, having an older sister sounds amazing. Well, when you have a crappy twin brother I can see why you'd say that. Come on, he's not that bad. Oikawa rolled his eyes. He joined in whenever the others are poking fun at you. Heck, he even started it sometimes and insulted you, I guess. But he's still my brother, Yano. Blood related or not, that person isn't your brother. He isn't your family. None of them even deserve to be called your friend. That sounds really harsh, Koa. Who cares? I'm just speaking my mind. Now let's stop talking about them. I'm gonna call a cab. Sure. And none of their names are mentioned again. After a short ride, they arrived at the house and quickly settled down. Oikawa pulled out a list, unfolding it to read what they're gonna do for today. Okay, my sister recommended some places, and she told me the cafe downtown is to die for. God, why does she always exaggerate? We can also grab some ice cream and take a walk around the park. Or, we can go to the movies, eat at a restaurant, and do a karaoke after. We can't sing. Excuse you, I sing completely fine. This time, Atsumu rolled his eyes. Anyways, there's also the beach, which shouldn't be crowded if we visit around the evening. Where do you wanna go? Don't know. You can choose. I'm fine with anything. Can we go get some ice cream first then? The brunette smirked. You read my mind. Oikawa sat right in front of the fountain, his arms crossed as he casually leaned back on the bench, narrowing his vision. His brown eyes watched the clouds pass by. It was a bright afternoon, but it wasn't too sunny. He wouldn't want to feel the heat in an open park like this. Oh, here's yours. Atsumu gave him a cone of ice cream. After he jogged closer, Oikawa muttered a thank you as they sat together in silence. Minutes passed by, and he noticed how Atsumu fiddled with his cone and heard a sigh from him. What's up? It's not a big deal, and you said we shouldn't talk about it, so spit it out, Sumu. Well, I love them, Yano, our friends, Omi-kun, even Osamu, but each time we talk, all they did was make me feel worse about myself. I guess I hate them for that too. How's it possible for love and hate to coexist with each other? Oikawa shrugged. Dunno. It's complicated. Then how did you do it? What do you mean? How did you stand up for yourself knowing you hate and love them, but you're afraid to lose them at the same time? Every time I wanted to speak about it, something always stopped me. I guess it's fear of what they might think. Would they even consider me as a friend if I say they hurt me? Am I just being dramatic and overly sensitive? I don't know. Am I that much of a bother? It's like everything I do is wrong in their eyes. First things first, I just decided to not take shit from anyone. They are toxic, Tsumu, unless they choose to change themselves within a day because they realize they've hurt you. Then there's no point in being friends. Humans with decency wouldn't do all the things they did to us. And he placed a finger under his chin, thinking deeply. To me, I guess people don't really matter. He smiled at the blonde boy. As long as you know your own worth, you'll be fine. Then am I worth it? Are you? I am. But, because if you said no, I would spike a ball to your face. Mean. And both of them broke into a small fit of laughter. In the other world, it was around 5 PM when the coach said that practice was over, but Oikawa decided to stay behind with Iwaizumi while the others went ahead. The grumpy male was sitting on the sideline, his arms crossed as he watched his boyfriend take a deep breath. Oikawa slowly opened his eyes, focusing on the target at the other side of the court. The brunette did a jump serve, and the ball smashed onto the floor with a loud bam. With that power and precision, it was another point for him. Did you see that? Owa-chan, 6 points in a row. Yeah, that's just because you have no opponent right now. Hey, I asked you to play with me but you refused. I'd rather not get punched on the face by your damn serve. So you admit that I'm a good player. You've always been good, idiot. Or Iwa-chan, you're feeding my ego again. Shut up. Oikawa giggled, preparing to do another jump serve. Oh, why shouldn't you take it easy? Don't overwork yourself and let's just go home. Chill I'm not even that tired yet. A few more times okay. Ugh fine. The setter nodded in satisfaction before he concentrates again. His next target was closer to the line, and everything besides that became a blur. He held in his breath, throwing the ball into the air, but as he was about to jump, a sharp pain suddenly struck his knee, causing him to fall forward and landed on the ground harshly. Oikawa, Iwaizumi called out in concern, rushing towards his boyfriend. You dumbass. I told you to not overwork yourself. We are going home. Oikawa didn't have the energy to respond, still shocked because of the sudden fall. He groaned, slowly getting up. I'm fine, but yeah, let's go home. The two cleaned up the gym. Thankfully, Oikawa could still walk properly, so his pride refused to let Iwaizumi hold him for the rest of the way. Of course he's a clingy person. He would always cling to the grumpy male at any chance he gets, but not when he thinks he's being a burden. The taller boy was rummaging through his bag, searching for his sportswear jacket but found nothing. Shit, I think I left my jacket in class. I'll go get it. He started running. Wait Oikawa, be careful but the brunette already disappeared out the gym and around the corner. Slippery. Ugh. Iwaizumi groaned, taking Oikawa's bag with him so they can meet at the school entrance. I'm so full, Atsumu whined, throwing his head back as both him and Oikawa exited the restaurant. Well now that we've eaten, where to? You said the beach won't be crowded this late right? We can just walk around. Sounds fine to me. I need some fresh air anyway. Atsumu looked to the side, watching cars pass by. Compared to his hometown, Tokyo is filled with many vehicles, traffics, and probably air pollution. Still, it's a beautiful city, especially with the tall skyscrapers. Unbeknownst to the pair, a silhouette was watching them from one of the rooftops for some time now. Atsumu, your shoe isn't tied. They stopped, and Atsumu looked down to see that it was indeed untied. He crouched to tie it. Jim a second, take your time. Oikawa hummed, opening the door to his empty classroom and immediately spotted his jacket hanging on his seat. He grinned in victory and went to grab it. Since school is over, the building is basically dead and empty. However, what he didn't notice when he got out of the classroom was a pair of eyes glaring at his cheerful figure. Meanwhile, Iwaizumi tapped his feet in impatience. He was getting anxious and annoyed at the fact that Oikawa was taking so damn long for a jacket. He groaned, marching inside the entrance. It's time. A little girl walked through the streets, hands intertwined with her mother before they stopped in their tracks right at the crosswalk. It was a green light that soon turned into yellow, and the moment red appeared, a lot of people began storming the streets. She lost the grip of her mother's hand, whimpering slightly in fear. Everyone was simply taller than her, and she lost sight of where her mom could be. Mom. She tried calling out, but her voice was drowned by the loud noises of cars and people talking on their phones. Despite avoiding being pushed around, she still almost tumbled down because of the crowd. Mom. After some time, the crosswalk wasn't as crowded, and she could finally spot her worried mother at the sideline, searching for her daughter. Their eyes met, and their smiles widened. And there, Atsumu stood up, a satisfied look on his face as he turned to face Oikawa. Now, should we go Kawa? He frowned when he realized that his best friend wasn't there anymore. Oikawa walked through the hallway, hurrying to meet his boyfriend downstairs. His steps were careful. He reminded himself of what the janitor said. The floors are slippery. What he didn't notice was the figure behind him. Iwaizumi turned around the corner, approaching the stairs where Oikawa was. The sound of engines were roaring louder and louder as the brunette's feet led him towards the crosswalk, eyes narrowing to make sure he wasn't seeing things. A young girl, and the street light goes yellow. Oikawa hesitates for a millisecond. Surely she can make it to the other side, right? Until he saw a car speeding up and once again, everything became slower in motion. Could the driver see the girl? No. Even if they did, she wouldn't be able to avoid that. Then,